Beloved Swamiji, so much attention is being focused in some media about your clothes and your style of dressing and so on. As a devotee, I know all this is just a casual play for you, but is there something you would like to say to the media who are making such a fuss about it? Anusha, Mumbai.
Anusha, I'll have to sit up for this question. I'll read the question once more. Beloved Swamiji, so much attention is being focused in some media about your clothes and your style of dressing and so on. As a devotee, I know that all this is just a casual play for you. But is there something you would like to say to the media who are making such a fuss about it? First, few basic things. I assumed human body to relate with all of you, to relate with human beings, and inspire all of you to enlightenment. So naturally, this body itself is one cloth I have put on me. I know you need to sit and see this body when you listen. That is why I have created it little decent way so that you can sit in a relaxed way and see. Why this human body, the purpose of human body itself? For you to see and relate with me. Understand, this body itself is one dress I have put on me, one cloth I put on me. Then what is there so much about one more cloth I put on this cloth? They think there was one Swarna TV talking continuously about, I have spent 1 crore on my dress. He doesn't know. I don't spend a single penny on my dress. I get paid if I wear their dress. My devotees bring and put the cloth to me, give the cloth and give some money also as an offering. I don't spend a single penny and I don't choose color, I don't choose dress. Please understand. It is devotees all over the world. If they want me to wear some sari or some dhoti, they bring that and offer it to me. I say, all right, I'll wear. Next day I wear it. That's all. Nothing else. One more thing. As these guys are trying to display that I am attached and all these, that, if I am attached to all those dresses, I would not have taken up the responsibility of Madhurayadinam. It did not take for me even 1 second, even one thought I did not have. I am not going to be using any of those clothes. I did not even bother when I accepted this responsibility. If I was too attached to all those clothes and everything, I wouldn't have bothered to take up this responsibility. I tell you, long before I renounced that dress, but still these fellows are not able to renounce those dresses. I have given it up. Even while I was wearing, I was never attached to it. Even after I removed, they are attached to it. These people who are abusing me based on the clothes I am wearing, they need to know this body itself is a one cloth I am wearing on myself. So anything put on that body does not affect me, it only affects you. And I wanted all our devotees to know, all the dress and dressing method I use is purely from Vedic tradition. It's purely from Vedic tradition. I'm not wearing jeans and running around. Or I'm not wearing pant shirt and running around. In Hindu tradition, the colorful clothes and jewels are put on the deity so that you will have the darshan. So many masters used to wear. Bhagavan Swaminarayan, he wore all color clothings. He was a great sadhu, a Paramahamsa. Bhagavan himself created a sannyas sampradaya, but he himself was wearing all colored clothes. So understand, this body itself is a cloth for me. Nothing affects me. And they are saying that I have a designer, fashion stylist, makeup artist. And they don't understand. I neither have a designer, nor have a stylist, or have a makeup artist. Nothing. I have only one thing. Body made out of pure consciousness. Anything you put it on it, it radiates grace of enlightenment. They are burning, they are saying, oh, it's like you give them some unique sweet. In South Indian villages, they make something called kolkatta. You give them some unique sweets like this, and they talk about every component of that sweet except the sugar. They say, oh, this is there in that sweet, that is there in that sweet, that is there in that sweet, but they forget to mention about the sugar. Same way, my photograph is like that sweet. They talk about the fashion designer, makeup artist, stylist, an international photographer. They talk about all that. They forget one important ingredient of that photograph, enlightenment grace. It is like somebody describing, talking about a sweet without talking about the main ingredient, sugar. That is exactly the way these guys talk about my photograph, dress and everything, without talking about the main ingredient which makes it tasty, which makes it graceful, the grace of enlightenment. But the fools, because they could not see the main ingredient, they go on attributing this to all other things. And invariably, even my critics and detractors, sorry, nobody can distract, that is different. The detractors, even my critics and detractors are very clear. Whatever is said and done. So only thing, you see now, they almost came off the way. They accept there is some grace. They accept that it fits, something is there. But only thing, still they are stuck with beating around the bush. They are not coming to the main reason, the grace of enlightenment. The grace of enlightenment. That is what is actually attracting them. I wanted them to know, please don't be misguided by your superstitious belief only by great designer, makeup artist and style director and international photographer, the best picture can come. Best picture can come by the grace of enlightenment. They are talking about all the ingredients in the photograph. Actually, there is no ingredient. I don't have international photographers. I don't have a stylist. I don't have a designer for my clothes. I don't have a designer for my jewelry. I don't have a makeup artist. I don't have a makeup. The only makeup I do is applying this sacred ash on my face. If they call that as a makeup, then I can't do anything. They are saying international photographers and all that. I wanted to tell these few media who make so much fuss about my dress only one thing. Look little deep to find out the real source of the grace. Don't be stuck with your superficial, superstitious beliefs like designer, fashion stylist, photographers make the best photograph.
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nityananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nitya
नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore 562109. Contact 097422033311. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.